It's week 1. Georgia is a heavy favorite against Marshall. How's the game going to go? Is Georgia going to be dominant? How many points are they going to score? How many points is Marshall going to score? We're going to talk about all that next on Locked On Bulldogs podcast.
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Daniel, we got the locks. We're here.
You can see the smile on my face. It's Thursday. It's my favorite day of the week.
By the way, love that you're here. If you're every day or glad you're here, if you're a first listen, you wake up, listen, glad you are here with us. You listen all the way to the end because you're a loyal third segment listener. We're going to give you more locks at the end of this. By the way, Weldon Brothers, reach out to your boys. Let us know what's going on in life. Are you still on some boat in the middle of an ocean that we don't know?
This is a Weldon Brothers wellness check.
We
right
need
off the bat on the locks pod?
Right out of the bat. Glad you're here. We're going to be talking about the Georgia game, giving you a preview, giving us the picks that we have for this game. We're going to give you the line, over, under, point totals, all of that for Georgia, Marshall, as well as the rest of college football. And we start there. Daniel, this is a very interesting thing to me because this point spread, if you can get it, is astronomical. Can we just, in a word, if I was just to
get it on FanDuel, just forget about, just go to FanDuel. It's 39.5.
It's a lot of points.
The over-under is 55. So we're both going to give our official breakdown of what we actually think is going to happen in this game. Just because we make a prediction doesn't mean that it's a lock. If you're new to the show, locks are things that we are actually betting our money on. We're going on FanDuel. We're making these bets. We recommend that you do the same because over the course of the season, you boys typically make a little coin. So
we do.
I ask you first, Clint, before we get into predictions, are you locking anything up in the Georgia Marshall game?
Look, fans, let's talk real.
Listen to him. Let him talk to you.
I do have a lock. Now, when I tell you my lock, you're not going to like it. You're going to think I'm a horrible fan. I'm a horrible host of a podcast, and I'm a bad person. I just like money, and I know how Kirby Smart operates.
Okay.
These are the two things that I'm saying. So, Daniel, yes, I have a lock in this game.
Okay.
It's because I know Kirby. I've seen him a time or two, and I like money. That's why.
All right. Well, give the people your lock. I feel like they already know what it is, but go ahead and give the people your lock and explain yourself.
Take the points with Marshall. Okay.
39.5 of them.
Okay. Here's why. Kirby Smart in every single game favored by 38 points or more does not cover the spread. He's 0-12-1.
He
covering
does not
the spread.
Like running it up.
He hates it, guys. He would rather play more people. He would rather not put more things on film. He would rather, in his mind, he said so in the presser earlier this week. He says, we got about 15 things that we want to focus on. If we do these 15 things well, we win the game typically. Here's the 15 things that I'm focused on for this game. Of his 15 things, if he gets to the third quarter, the fourth quarter, and he doesn't have 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those things checked off in his mind, guess what he's going to do? He's going to say, I need to see that on film. So at some point, 3rd and 6, I want to see what a screen in the boundary looks like.
Because this might start treating this like a spring game, is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that Kirby cares more about executing his team's priorities, not Vegas's or your priorities. Let's zig while others are zagging. Okay.
Okay.
Give me I'll take the points. And I'm not saying Marshall's going to give a stiff. What I'm saying is that it's how Kirby operates. That's why I'm taking that.
All right. So give us your final score prediction in light of that.
In light of that, I believe this game is going to be 38-6 Georgia.
You coward. All right, friends. We've finished that part of the podcast.
Now let's move on to what Daniel
I may, I am locking up Georgia minus 39.5.
This man can't be helped.
He
says the history of Kirby Smart.
We are
history of Kirby
fighting
Smart. I
in the
care not
very first lock of the season.
this is so good.
I'm gonna add it to a Google sheet that and wager points on it. Georgia minus 39.5. Here's the thing, Clint. Everything that you just said is true.
Okay.
What if I told you that putting different guys in is not going to change the trajectory of the game? What if I told you that the game plan to go conservative is actually going to fuel more points being scored? What if I said that Gunnar Stockton may throw the ball 13 times in this game and Georgia will still score over 40 points in this game? I don't think they're going to cover it by a mile.
Okay.
But here's the principal thing that I am building this case on. And this is the primary reason why I'm calling you a coward.
Yeah.
Because I have the final score of this game as 42-0.
There it is.
Georgia will not allow the Marshall Thundering Herd to score a point. I found on FanDuel a Marshall team total under 6.5.
Now that's great money if you can get it, which you can.
To tell you they may squeak a field goal through them uprights. They will not stand in the end zone of Sanford Stadium.
They will not.
They
that
will
I believe.
Not. Marshall team total under 6.5 is a very interesting play, but I'm going to lay it with Georgia. I think 42-0, 48-3, something in that neighborhood is well within reason. I don't think it's out of line that Georgia's going to score 6-7 touchdowns in this game, Clint. I think there's going to be 5 different players that score a touchdown for Georgia in this game. And I think we get up into the 40s, and I think this defense is not going to allow a single point. So that's how I see the game playing out.
Look out for this game. If you can do first score, get it on Georgia right now. Easy as can be. If you can get that, if you can do a halftime spread, I would take Georgia in that half spread. Whatever that is, I don't need to look at it. Give me that.
It's 22.5 Georgia in the first half.
25-0 in the first half sounds very reasonable to me. 20. I think it's within that range. Give me that all day long, because what you're saying, I agree with. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't have a first team to score. I mean, that would be so overwhelmingly weighted towards Georgia. If you want Georgia to win via shutout, though, Clint, any score,
what's the juice
via shutout? FanDuel will give you plus 400.
I will take that.
400. I'm betting on it right now. I hadn't seen that line as of yet, but I'm betting on it right now.
As Daniel goes and bets on that, gives us a log. We're going to come back. We're going to give you more SEC games are happening. A couple notable schools that I think are very, very worth your watch. We're going to give you those, but first, these. And these are, in fact, upside. Hey, Bulldog fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind and get cash back every time you fill up. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store, Google Play right now, and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code FOOTBALL. Get extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. At first, I thought it was too good to be true, but it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes. Don't let this offer drive by. Download the free Upside app now using my limited time promo code FOOTBALL for a limited time 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's promo code FOOTBALL. Disclaimer: offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. But Daniel, that's not all. We also have our friends over at Supply House. When the opening whistle blows for on a new repair, get your crew moving forward with Supply House. over 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, and electrical items. Most trusted business people on the planet, straight to your door. Daniel, they have a dedicated line. You can go over there right now and you can have a tradesmaster program, serious perks, priority shipping, lower prices, dedicated support line, supplyhouse.com to sign up for free and use promo code SHCollege5, 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Real people, real service.
Time to make some money, Clint.
Let's keep it going. Let's start. If you didn't know, download the. Yeah, I hope you're listening or watching this first thing in the morning because
we got games Thursday. We're going straight to Thursday. We got to give the people the weekday action that they need. All right. So Clint.
Yep.
In order. By the way, make a plan for Thursday night, for Friday night. When your wife looks at you and says, "There's football on today," you say, "We covered this already. Remember the plan? We've established a plan. Now we're going to stick to the plan." Clint, do you have any Thursday action for the people?
Absolutely, I do.
So
Daniel,
you got to get in on some of this Thursday. Yeah, I got some Thursday action too.
Okay, what game are you going to start us off with the action?
I think you know where I'm going.
I know what game.
You coward.
Daniel, tell the people how much confidence you have in the Blue fighting Buffalo.
Listen, my second favorite team in the FBS is the Buffalo Bulls. Always has been, always will be. They are traveling to row the boat, Ski-U-Ma, Minnesota.
Yes, sir.
I think Minnesota is going to be a decent team this year. I actually think PJ Fleck is a good coach. I think he's corny, he's goofy, he's got a little bit of Shane Beamer in him, but I think he's a good coach. Yeah. I think Minnesota's a good team. I also think Buffalo is probably the second best team in the MAC behind Toledo, and I think the MAC is a decent league, and the MAC is a league that typically early in the season gives some power conference teams, some power 4 teams, some fits. I think Buffalo's going to win a lot of games in the MAC this year. I'm not worried about their win total, even if they lose this game, but they're catching 17.5 points going to Minnesota, Clint. To me, I probably would have bet them at plus 14, but you cross over 14 and you cross over 17 and give me 17.5, 17 plus the hook. I feel really good about Buffalo being able to keep this game close. They've got athletes. They return a lot of guys. They're going to be a really good team this year. And Minnesota just doesn't score a lot of points, right? So the over-under in this game is 43.5. So Vegas is telling you they're not going to be a lot of points scored in this game. And Buffalo is catching 17.5 points, Clint. That makes me feel really good taking this bet when it's going to be a low-scoring game, and I'm starting with the team plus 17.5. So give me the Bulls.
Daniel, in that canoe or kayak apparatus that is going down the Mississippi, why don't you make room for your boy? Because
you jumping on.
It's too many daggum points.
Too many.
It's way too many. Minnesota, like Daniel said, is a good team, but they are not. Talk about a team that doesn't cover. Talk about a coach who doesn't cover. Talk about a situation you don't cover. Too many points in this game. Give me Buffalo as well. I am locking it up. Daniel, I am staying on Thursday. I'm going to the very first game of kicking off to begin the year. Mm-hmm. It is Boise State, South Florida. Daniel, you got a lock in this game as well?
I have some thoughts about this game. I am making a bet in this game, but I do not have a lock.
Interesting.
So I'll explain why. I'll explain why as you give me your lock. Give me your lock, though.
This is really interesting. Boise State, a one-time playoff team. Daniel, a one-time host of a very good running back that might take all of a sudden the world by storm in the NFL.
Best player in Boise State history.
Boise State history. A quarterback, a recruiting class, yada, 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 yada. I don't care. Give me South Florida right now. They are catching 5.5 points. Here's why. South Florida is going to muddy this game up. It's early on in the season. If this was later on in the season, I might I might be convinced to go Boise State. It's early on in the season. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be sloppy. They have no talent that they did last year comparatively. USF, on the meantime, has a bunch of guys coming back that were on a team that I don't know if you remember who they took to the mat, Daniel, last year in a couple years. This is a up and coming team in terms of South Florida standards. Talent rich, good home field advantage. I will take the 5.5 and I will take USF. Daniel, what's your
quarterback in this game for USF? Byron Brown, I think is his name. He's really good. And he's going to be healthy. You know where this game's being played, Clint?
I do.
It's in South Florida. That's where it's being played. Last year, Boise traveled to Georgia Southern, played a road game at Georgia Southern. They won the game, but they struggled. Do you know why they struggled? You ever been to South Georgia?
I have.
You ever been to Boise, Idaho?
I have.
Are they similar?
There is nothing on the planet closer. They are on the opposite poles, magnetically opposed.
Boise is leaving a high desert and going to a literal swamp.
Not figurative.
An actual place with alligators, and
you can get away with calling it a lagoon if you want. Yeah, but no, there's
going to be moisture in places these Boise athletes have never experienced.
Correct.
I don't have a lock in the game, but I am taking South Florida on the money line. Like I've got it. Already got it locked up. It's already in the FanDuel account. I'm taking South Florida on the money line. We're going double bulls on Thursday night. You realize that's what that means. Double bulls. All right. You got any Friday plays, Clint?
I do have some Friday plays, Daniel.
Yeah, let's get to Friday.
How many do you have? Because I know you got some. Do you not?
I got one for sure. Give me Baylor plus 2.5. There's no way that Auburn should be a road favorite against a decent team. I'm sorry. Stop me when Auburn's done anything to warrant being a road favorite against a team that's decent.
The boomer bust mentality for Auburn this year is real. 6-6. If 6-6 was on the table, I'll be laughing so hard because it will bring me great joy because it just means more mediocrity forever. But it's either 2 wins or 9 wins in my understanding of this Auburn program. Daniel, you don't have SEC pride. And how dare you?
You're going to fight me?
Dare you? Give me Auburn. I will give the points. I don't care about road. I don't care. You talk about an ugly game. You talk about a sloppy mess. You talk about a PR nightmare. You've just described Hugh Freeze's home, Daniel. Okay? You've just described a situation where this man feels at home in the slime and the filth and the grossness of week 1. I don't like it, but give me Auburn. I'll lay the points. Lock it up, Daniel. Do you have any other locks on Friday? Georgia Tech, Colorado. Can I interest you in this?
I'm staying away. I mean, I've liked Georgia Tech so much all offseason. I now feel like Colorado's going to win this game.
Yeah.
I legitimately feel like Colorado's going to beat Georgia Tech.
This feels like a letdown spot for Georgia Tech.
And they haven't even done anything, but a letdown.
Colorado's coming down from a letdown season. They get rid of all their talent. Georgia Tech comes in high and mighty, just taken to 9 overtimes. Georgia, yada, yada, yada. And
this does have like a poor little Colorado feel to it. You know, no Shador, no Travis Hunter. Oh, poor Dion, poor Colorado. Yeah, I don't love this.
This is a stay away. Stay away, people. We're going to come back after this.
By the way, what has UNLV done to warrant being a 9.5 point favorite over Sam Houston State, a team that I thought played admirably against a good Western Kentucky team?
Did fine, Daniel.
I don't know Dan Mullen. I don't know Dan Mullen. I can't. All right, we'll be back. We got more locks.
But Daniel, we first need to talk about Game Time because Game Time is fantastic. They are great. They are glorious. If you don't know Game Time, get used to them. If you're late to the party, if you're saying to yourself, hey, I need to get to the concert, I need to get to the football game, I need to get somewhere, guess what? To get into the stadium, you need Game Time. Don't be stupid about this. Getting tickets can feel like a battle just in and of itself. Endless queues, hidden fees, prices, jumping all over the place before checkout. That's why we use Game Time. The app gives advantage back to fans. It's easy way to score last minute tickets. Guess what? When Daniel and I travel, when we go to games, we only use Game Time and nothing else. It doesn't even come close. Zone deals are great because you pick the section, Game Time picks the seats, and you save big. Take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code LOCKEDONCollege, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, as promo code LOCKEDONCollege, $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Game Time today.
Speaking of zone deals on Game Time, Clint, do you think Mike White's going to play a lot of zone defense this year for the Georgia basketball team?
You shut up. You shut up right now. You shut up now. I don't want to hear it. Not yet.
All right, let's go to Saturday. Texas, Ohio State. Clint, where are you going? Who are you locking up? I know you got to lock in this game. I can't. Come on. The big new nooner, Clint. It's the big new nooner of the year.
Oh, God. Just continual Gus shouting at you for no reason. Just about
reason.
For no reason. I'm confused. I'm confused.
That doesn't surprise me. I've known you for quite some time now, Clint.
Walk me through why a defense that's returning a bunch of people that got ran rickshawed through in the playoff by a football-sized head of a gentleman and a coach that is 2 sizes too small and a quarterback who says Arizona State is the best place to play.
Okay.
Comes back with an inexperienced quarterback, a line that's replacing everybody, a running back room that's unhealthy, and this just in, one wide receiver to speak of that's otherworldly, and the other ones have left. And they have to go to the shoe in week 1 against the reigning champs. I have no idea where the line's going to move close to the game, Daniel.
Yep.
But lay the freaking points with Ohio State. This game is not going to be a blowout. I don't think Ohio State's going to run them out of the building. But there are so many things for Texas to overcome this and to cover and to win. If they do, I will be thoroughly fearful from henceforward. Daniel.
See, that's where I disagree. I actually don't think Ohio State's going to be that good this year. I don't think
they're going to be that good.
Here's the thing. We make a lot of fun of Arch Manning because he's categorically worse than Gunnar Stockton. That's not me saying that. That's literally the tape saying that.
Correct.
But as much fun as we poke at Arch Manning, Julian Sayin ain't played no football, Clint. None. 0 football. His first football game is going to be up against a very talented defense in Texas in a very big-time game. I know it's at home.
Sure.
This will not be Arch Manning's first rodeo. He has been in games before. I kind of lean like Texas is going to be the more prepared team in this game. I feel like Texas is going to be, and I think there's a chance that like we may get to like week. You remember when Texas beat Michigan last year in the beginning of the season in the big house?
I do.
And then we realized like, oh, well, that
Michigan's
wasn't that great of a win. That might be Ohio State this year. They might beat Ohio State. Texas might go up and beat Ohio State, and everybody might be like, Texas is the best team. Clint, you may be like, oh, I am now afraid of Texas. But
I will be.
We may be like, midway through the season, we may be like, oh, you mean the 9-3 Ohio State team that missed the college football playoff? Like, that's not the 8-4 Ohio State team.
This has nothing to do with a more talented team. This has everything to do with on the road week 1. What it tells me is Sark would have his guys mentally prepared from the start which has not been the case in Texas before. This is not, you're correct. This is not my fear of Ohio State because I don't think they're going to be that good as they were last year.
If Texas gets to 3.5, I'm taking them. I will take 3.5 points with Texas.
This game is a lot closer. 21-20, 17.
I don't think I'll lay more than a point with either of these teams, but I will take 3.5 points if it gets there with Texas. All right, I'm going to go to another big nooner.
Please continue. Say more.
Yes, I will. It's Syracuse, Tennessee.
Here we go.
And I'm taking the points with my man Fran Brown, Clint. Give me 13.5 points with Syracuse. Am I afraid of that hook? Absolutely not. Am I going to sprinkle some on the Syracuse money line?
Yes.
Absolutely, I will. Tennessee's going to be bad.
Real bad.
I was nervous about going to Tennessee in week 3. I'm here to tell you, Tennessee fans, if you're already listening to the show, I'm not nervous at all about that game. I could not be less nervous about Joey Aguilar.
There it is.
A quarterback that is worse than Nico. Process that. Because he was bad last year.
Real bad.
According to you.
Not me.
And now you have Joey Aguilar as your quarterback. And you don't have any wide receivers to go with him. And Dylan Sampson ain't walking through that door because you yelled at him for fumbling twice last year, even though he was the best player on your roster. So the Tennessee defense is going to be pretty decent. And
they'll be fine.
Syracuse has got a lot to replace. But it's too many daggum points, Clint.
It's a lot of points. You can find 14 if you can find it. Absolutely go through it. Make room because Daniel and I are in sync on this one. Give me the points and give me the cues. Daniel, we continue on Saturday. How many more you got on your docket?
I got at least a couple more.
I got a couple more as well. Can we go a low key, what could be, talk about sprinkling on the money line? How bad is Kentucky, Daniel?
We have 0 picks that are not direct fights or agreements. We have not picked a game that the other person is not picking yet. Yes, I'm on Toledo.
Toledo is 9.5. Daniel, 9.5, almost double digits. Toledo is a dang good team. I'm not saying that to try to pump them up.
Toledo might be the most talented group of 5 team in the country.
And Kentucky,
more talented than Boise.
And Kentucky's a dumpster fire.
Mark Stoops is cashing checks.
He
signed that Texas A&M contract extension, and his buyout is insane.
Large.
And he is set for life. The man don't care.
He don't care.
No.
Okay, Daniel.
Give me the Rockets.
People. Yep, I'm with you. Give the people the last one that you have.
Speaking of Joey Aguilar, let's talk about Utah UCLA, shall we?
Here we go.
UCLA actually showed some fight last year. To their credit, to their coach's credit, they showed some fight. They make the big splash offseason. They bring in Nico. The issue is that the offensive line is bad.
Real bad.
The defensive line is bad. The running backs are non-existent. And Nico is going to get crushed. This UCLA team is in no way ready for a Kyle Whittingham Utah Utes team. Like, in no way. Utah is going to physically dominate them for 4 quarters in Southern California in this game. And I'm going to enjoy every second of it because I have a bet on Utah minus 6.5. And they are going to cover that number easily. This is a double-digit win for Utah. This game will never be close.
Never, ever be close. I have one more, Daniel.
Okay.
Notre Dame's going to walk all over Miami. Just
let's go to Sunday. Was that Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Mhm.
4:30 West Coast time, 7:30 East Coast time. Notre Dame is a 2.5-point favorite. Miami has a lot of notable things. Notre Dame doesn't have a quarterback. This just in, they didn't have one last year. They have Marcus Freeman and a very stout defense and a very stout offensive line and a no-nonsense type of game that Miami does not have. They're going to dog walk Miami. It's ball control, running, tackling. Week 1. Carson Beck and Miami Hurricanes. This is not Carson Beck hate. This is just me liking money. Give me Notre Dame. Lay the points.
Yeah. All right. He's Clint. I am Daniel. We got one more show before Georgia's first game of the season. And it's a good one. It's the Excited, Nervous, Don't Sleep On. All the things that you need to be paying attention to for the UGA Marshall game. Check back with us tomorrow for that, and we'll see you guys then.
See ya.